Well, I guess the question is, are you having fun yet? Because we certainly are.
Yeah.
I'm Gretchen Little. This is Death Nella. You're watching the 2018 Junior Roller Derby Association World Cup, hosted by JRDA and Philly Roller Derby on twitch.tv/WFTDA. This is Canada versus Australia. Tell us a little bit about Canada, Death Nella.
Well, we've got team skaters from all across the country there, and we'll get into the roster in just a moment because I believe we only have 10 more seconds to Derby. We're already on Game 8 of this fantastic round robin. 15 games played total, 30-minute games as well.
Yeah, 30-minute games, one timeout per team, one official review, which is retainable. 4 fouls and you are out. Each team will play the other participants today, and as a result of all of those games, a seeded bracket with 1 hour regulation games will determine the champions tomorrow.
Well, let's run through the Team Canada roster quick. It looks like there's a bit of an official break. 1-3, Nutcase Nadia. Number 1-6, Bloody Owl. Number 2-2-2, Sarah Seidel. Number 3, Goldie. 3-0, Rip and Roller. Number 3-8, Black Belt Beauty. Number 4-0, Depressor. 5-1, 5-1, Houdini. 5-2, Mad Child. 5-6, Mac Daddy. 6-5, Deja Vu. Number 8, Kryptonite. 9, Reign of Terror. Number 901, Crashity Jade. And number 99, Ruthless Reed.
Okay, and for Team Australia, it'll be 02 Rumblebee, 04 Princess Jam Slam, 1300 Red Roach, 1357 CD Rascal, 17 Ada Robertson, 19 Dark Side of Doom, and Angel Backstab is 202. We're in action. Who's jamming, Nella?
We've got Mac Daddy on the line for Team Canada, but it's number 60 out there. Yeah, nah, with the star for Australia.
Okay, out in front, first lead jammer of this 30-minute game. Yeah, nah, hits a defensive wall in between turns 3 and 4, and being chased by Mac Daddy. Mac Daddy into the pack as well. We have a call off 4-1. No, 4-2, excuse me. Canada pulling 2.
We've got points on the board for both teams. A strong start. I know both of these teams faced the USA East and West before this.
Yes, USA East and West, both very strong competitors in this event. But now we're seeing some teams that really can make some profit over the next couple of games. Okay, who's up now?
We've got number 5151, that's Houdini on the line for Team Canada. And 1300, that's Red Roach.
Okay, Houdini had a powerful jam for Canada in their last game and out to the races. Lead jammer for the team in red.
She was used a little less in those 2 games, and it does look like we have a...
Houdini now has 4 on the first scoring pass. Will call off the jam. So, first lead change of the game. Canada 6, Australia 4.
And
the rest of the Team Australia roster, number 226 is Tough Cookie. Number 202, Angel Backstop. 242, Stockwell. 26, Crazy Daisy. 33, Tara McAvoy. 355, Elkie Stubbs. 60, we've already seen Iena. And 808, Batitude. Here we go, back to live action.
And we have Mac Daddy on the line again for Team Canada with Crazy Daisy out there.
Yeah, Crazy Daisy held up by the defensive formation of Canada. Lead jam now going to Mac Daddy of Team Canada.
Mac Daddy skating out of Regina, Saskatchewan.
And you are a Saskatchewanite yourself, correct?
Yes, a Saskatchewanian, if you can.
Saskatchewanian, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. It's a weird word to begin with.
Meant no disrespect. This is a great event, and right now Mac Daddy has got the world by the tail. That's another 5-point scoring pass for Team Canada.
And we have a cut. Oh, no, not a cut. We have 2 blockers switching out there in the penalty box.
Yeah, Crazy Daisy still hung up, passing the star alertly, and that will be going to, that's Ada Robertson. So Ada Robertson in scoring position. Mac Daddy looking over at the bench, and Vince Sanity usually makes these play calls. Oh, and, well, it was not a proper star pass. The jam has stopped, and we have an official timeout as Ada Robertson dropped the star almost into turn one.
All right, our producer, the wonderful Bobby Narco, is feverishly writing down the action that he saw. He says she's in the queue.
Not illegal.
Not illegal.
She didn't want the star.
She didn't want the star because she was, okay.
Thank you for that, Bobby Narco, paying attention to the game while we're just running our mouths here. Yes, there are so many penalties accruing in such a short period of time that there was no room in the end for a blocker, which Ada Robertson was at the time that they received the star. So, with that cleared up now,
we have,
coming up next, yes, tell us.
We have
Deathnella.
5151 Houdini on the line for Team Canada and number 02 Rumble B for Australia.
Well, actually, the star is in the penalty box. It is on Crazy Daisy's helmet. So this is going to be a power jam. This is a big opportunity for Team Canada. Australia with just two blockers on the track, and Houdini just powers right through the teeth of the defense. A low block now going on Tara McAvoy.
No, it's been rescinded just as fast as it was given, Gretchen. I know, it was quick.
Okay, well, you know, this is the seventh game for all of the officials, too. So there's obviously, you know, people are making sure that they get it right. Now we have Houdini pushing the front of the pack, getting some offensive help, but now stepping back to bridge.
We have Crazy Daisy now approaching the back of the pack. Canada's pivot going to the box. That's number 38.
Well, with all the action in the outside straightaway, Houdini is able to lap the field untouched. Nella, she's already got 14 points.
I would say this is one of Canada's biggest jams of the day, definitely now.
Oh, but it is a cutting the track penalty now, going towards Australia. Crazy Daisy has been out there a long time and getting hung up.
Seeing the tough line of Crashity Jade out there.
Yeah, Mad Child also up front for Canada, anchoring the defense. Now, finally, Crazy Daisy's through, and we still have a lot of time in this jam, actually, 32 seconds to be exact.
And it is going for the entire 2 minutes because of those penalties we saw.
All right, Houdini is sprung from the penalty box. Crazy Daisy trying to negotiate this Canadian defense, and Houdini called for cutting the track again.
And doesn't realize it until she's well past turn 2, so she's going the long way around to get to the penalty box.
That's right. She may not even be seated before the jam expires, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Now she sits, but she will have to sit for a full 30 seconds at the beginning of the next jam.
At the start, that's a really good point, because you have to get your seat in the chair, as I heard Scott Chicken say, and I like that, before the timer starts. So now we'll be 30 seconds from then. We do have, I believe, well, red's in the box, and then we've got
it's 15-5 score on that last jam. Who's up with the star for Australia, Nella?
Got 202 Angel Backstab. Saw her jamming in their second game as well.
Okay, getting some offensive assistance there. Nicely done by Princess Jam Slam. So Power Jam lead jammer, Angel Backstab.
We have a blocking out of play call on Australia.
Okay, 4-3 in the pack now, favoring Canada. Angel Backstab looking for room into turn 1. It's not there. You know who was there was Reign of Terror for Team Canada. And the Power Jam is over. Houdini making it through the pack.
And now Angel Backstab working on that Canada defense, hopefully waiting for an offensive assist there.
Well, Angel's going to call the jam and go down. She is clutching her, she's on the knees, now sitting up. Looks like she's just trying to grab her breath. The jam has stopped. 5 points were awarded before the jam stopped. Let me talk about our officials for today's contest. What the officials are doing, we have 2 crack crews, and they're going 3 on, 3 off, which is, it's as grueling for the officials as it is for the skaters. But our head referee for this game is Sir Judge Double Wapner, Sir Lancelot, Stone Nasty, Richie Cranium, TIE Fighter, also a junior skater for the Philly Roller Derby, and Scrim Reaper, Karma, Lobocop. Our NSOs are Accidental Doll, Pterodactyl, Hannah, Mr. Danger, Emma Goldmangle, Toxic Narcotic, Leia Flat, and Jack and Scotch. So, fortunately, Nella, it looks like the Australian jammer, Angel Backstab, was able to leave the track under her own power, correct?
Yes, it certainly did, and we are hearing on the Twitch chat, that it could have been possibly the wheels running over her fingers because she was holding her hand there. So hopefully she will be back soon.
Oh boy, that would be painful, no
Definitely.
doubt.
These skaters know how to take the pain, and meanwhile, as we're talking,
we got Mac Daddy jamming for Canada and Rumble B for Australia, and it's somewhat of a foot race. Canada setting up at the rearward portion of the pack, so both skaters engaging. 1 point for Australia, 3 for Canada.
Yes, we saw number 9 there on Canada. That's Ruthless Reed with a bit of a block out, and that really saved Canada being at the back of the pack, kind of setting up at the strategic disadvantage there.
Okay, 44 to 15 now in this abbreviated format. Australia need to make a charge very soon.
Yes, because it's only 30 minutes. We're already at the 22-minute mark left in the game.
Well, is this? Yeah, nah, it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And pushing the very front of the pack and getting through for lead is nah.
Meanwhile, we have Sarah Seidel jamming for Canada.
Okay, scoring pass quickly, though, for and that's going to be a 5-pointer. Sarah Seidel still struggling on the initial, making it through now and gathering momentum.
And we do have 2 for 2 on lead.
Okay, another 4-point pass. They're going to call it, so that's going to take Australia to 24, Canada on 44.
And it's just worth a mention because we were told before the game when we got our rosters that Team Canada has 1 male skater. All of it is open. It's all co-ed.
Right.
But he is not skating in this game. So it is an all-female crew out there for Team Canada.
Okay, Team Canada, again, if you're just joining us, in the red. Team Australia in the green.
And we have Red Roach jamming for Team Australia and Mac Daddy out there for Team Canada.
Okay, 2 straight lead jams for Team Australia. Red Roach off to the races, half a track ahead of Mac Daddy. One thing I've noticed about the Canadian team, though, is they are very good at springing their jammer. They don't get doubled up very often on scoring passes.
In this game, we're finally seeing that effective team gelling. We're seeing them at their best because when we were seeing the earlier games, it was a much faster, more powerful gameplay happening with teams USA East and West. So this is really allowing them to settle into their style, and this is very much where Canada plays to its strength.
Okay, 4-0 on that last jam in favor of Australia. So it is a 4-3 pack advantage favoring Canada. Standing in the penalty box is Tara McAvoy. We got Ada Robertson jamming for Australia, and Houdini out in front for Team Canada.
Oh, meanwhile, Goldie, number 3 on Canada, getting a low block call after tripping up Ada Robertson.
Okay, 4 points go up for Houdini and Team Canada. Canada appearing to run this jam long. Houdini looking for more. And Houdini finding it, just burrowing down through that Australian defense.
We do have a multiplayer block called on, multiplayer penalty rather, on Crashity Jade, Team Canada.
Okay, Ada Robertson is through. 4 points. Meanwhile, Houdini just continues to roll.
The cut track called on Kryptonite for Team Canada.
And now we've got any additional scoring? Don't believe so. 12-4 jam in favor of Canada. No, one more point added at the end. So 25-point game right now, favoring Canada. Still 18 minutes, 45 seconds to go.
So much derby happening out here now. Of course, I know that sounds silly to say, but we have so much more still left. And we do have Mac Daddy on the line up against Rumblebee for this jam.
Okay, Rumblebee pushing the front. Rumblebee finding room inside turn one. Lead jammer going to Australia. Mac Daddy has just been that, a Mac Daddy jammer for for Canada all morning long. And 4-point hitting quick going Australia's way now.
Definitely, Gretchen. Just so much power out there from both of these teams, and they seem to be really well matched as we're seeing in these scores. Canada 57, Australia at 36. And Gretchen, Mac Daddy actually is out there as well with her other sisters, and together they are the Canadian triplets out there.
Oh, really? Well, that's things are scoreboard favors Canada right now. Our producer Bobby Narco has just informed us, however, that as far as lead jams go, the teams are tied 5-5. So if you're handicapping the game now, Team Canada requesting timeout.
Definitely.
With 17:47. As we said at the beginning, both teams only getting one timeout in this format. How about official reviews?
They get one each, and then, of course, if they win that, they retain it. And if you lose it, you lose it. That's how that goes.
Okay. So that is, Team Canada, Coach Vinsanity knows their troops, and if they want a rest or they need a little bit of, just a strategic reset, hey, use it. You still have your official review, which you can use as a timeout if necessary.
And Gretchen, we've had people on the Twitch chat talk about, are these teams a collection of skaters from around a country? Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes, although in Canada we do see a bulk of them from my home province, actually, of Saskatchewan, just the way that shook up. But we also have a French skater from Quebec, Canada, Black Belt Beauty. She actually speaks French, so she's being coached in French as well.
Oh, how cool. Yeah, I spoke with some of the Australian fans who are here in Feasterville. Same with Team Australia, at least 7 different leagues being represented, including the WFTDA 2017 champion VRDL, Victorian Roller Derby League, has a couple of representatives as well. Oh, Mac Daddy guessed wrong on the inside of turn 2. Power jam going to Australia. Cutting the track is the penalty on the Canadian jammer.
And Mac Daddy having gone back-to-back as it was on those jams.
Okay, this is Red Roach now with the possibility to pull Australia within shooting distance of Team Canada now. That's a 5-point pass. Team Canada depleted from blockers right now. Mac Daddy is standing in the penalty box, though.
We do have number 8 Kryptonite working with, oh, wow. I got to pause myself right there. That was a stellar apex jump by Red Roach for 5 extra points.
Wasn't it, though?
And that's a big jam for Australia.
Yeah, 10-0. In favor of the team in green. Again, if you're just joining us, 30-minute games. This is the round-robin day of the 2018 JRDA World Cup. After these games take place, the tournament committee will seed a bracketed tournament for tomorrow. All of those games tomorrow will be regulation 1-hour games.
Exactly. And we're hearing from the great folks on the Twitch chat that it is their first time watching, and while it maybe took them a few games to understand, they say it's worth the time, and we are so glad that you're joining us right now.
Oh, man, absolutely. In Canada, roaring back now, Houdini with the star lead jammer, Yana, playing catch-up for Team Australia. Houdini pounded to the pavement by CD Rascal. Actually, it's not pavement, it's sport court.
Yes.
And Yana getting through first. That's a 4-point pass. Houdini's going to call off the jam. We're going to wait and see. Yes, she did pass all blockers before getting re-swallowed by the pack.
So it's 4-4 there on that score for the jammer. And Houdini skates out of Rocanville in Saskatchewan in Canada. And
Amazing.
we're seeing her come into her own in this game. We didn't really get a chance to see her as a jammer out there much, although she was an active pivot for a while as well.
Okay, 4-2 pack advantage in favor of Team Australia right now. Official timeout on the track, and another Canadian ball.
Yeah.
Do we have a foul out here?
We do. I wasn't sure about that. Crashity Jade with 4. Remember, you only get 4 fouls. Normally it's 7 in 60-minute play, but you get 4 for the 30-minute play, so that is Crashity Jade's 4th.
Okay, so a foul out on the Canadian side. That's not going to affect Crashity Jade's ability to play in subsequent games today, but it is a consideration right now. 11-point game, 15 minutes and a couple of seconds to go. Here we are now, Rumblebee jamming for Australia. Mac Daddy again for Canada. Rumblebee one to beat.
Oh, gets by Teja Vu on the inside, turn 1.
Okay, now Australia with the momentum, Deathnella.
Sure thing, Gretchen. Moving fast here. Going on that scoring pass.
Oh, takeout by Yana on Mac Daddy, but Mac Daddy, Yana also went out of bounds, so Mac Daddy able to continue moving forward.
Oh, big apex jump and a call off. Mac Daddy also with an apex jump there manages to pick up 3 points before those whistles blow.
Oh boy, yeah. Points accrue until the final whistle. When the gameplay is stopped, you'll hear a blast of quick 4 whistles. And points accrue until the very last whistle. And that's what you saw right there. Mac Daddy not giving up on the jam, just launching herself over and picking up 3 points.
That's what I've loved so much about this entire, today, but also JRDA champs this weekend, Gretchen, is that fearlessness, is that willingness to jump. And you're seeing it right now. We have 1,300 Red Roach out there for Australia.
And Red Roach is out. Lead jammer for the team in green. Houdini jamming again for Canada. Houdini just willing herself through the pack. Stand up on Red Roach by Kryptonite.
Oh, and we are seeing the quick call off there.
That's right. Australia now knocking on the door. It's a 1-point game.
That's how you
13-15 to go.
Wow. And of course, the winner of this game, this all goes towards your seeding for tomorrow's 60-minute regulation games, which will all be for the ultimate title.
That's right.
Number 1 in the world.
And thank goodness they are juniors, because, at my age, if I had to do this level of athletic competition, even for 30 minutes, tomorrow I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. Here we go. Mac Daddy bouncing back for Canada, lead jammer. And we have a penalty assessed on jammer.
That's 2-4-2 Stockwell, yeah.
Yes.
First time out jamming for Team Australia.
Okay, so this is a power jam, and just what Canada ordered after Australia making that furious charge. That's the first scoring pass. 5 go up for the team in red.
And now she's calling on her offense to do some work to...
and work they do.
Yeah, they were able to open up that inside line.
You saw that formation coming around on the inside of turn 4, forcing the defense out and making room for Mac Daddy.
And we'll see what they set up here on turn 1. Of course, the penalty box is located right there, so we have Stockwell coming out of the box right now, approaching that Canadian wall.
Okay, Stockwell still needs to complete an initial pass, though, so Mac Daddy can let this jam roll a little further. Now we have a multiplayer block being assessed. That's a blocker for Australia. Mac Daddy getting through for 5 more, and Stockwell now being rolled back by Reina Terror. And, oh, look at Mac Daddy on the outside of turn 4. This is a huge jam for Canada, Deathnella.
Yes, we got some offensive moves there by number 8, Kryptonite.
And another 5-point pass. Both teams with a blocker in the penalty box. Stockwell finally making it through on the initial pass. Mac Daddy now will call off the
look
jam.
At that. And that is the highest jam score of the game so far, and we still have
10
little
minutes.
under 11 minutes left, yeah.
That was a 28-point jam. And, boy, you got to wonder, I mean, there are a lot of games, and these athletes are young, and they're forward-looking. But, you know, Australia made that sustained charge to get back into the game, and then Canada throws a 28-point jam. Let's see what Australia has now. They're sending Nah to the line, which is a very smart move right now, perhaps their most explosive jammer. Here he goes.
And he gets by, yes.
Yep.
Getting by the Canadian wall of Bloody Al and Goldie, who is aging out this year.
Okay, Houdini able to make it through, though, so that is an important... Nah is able to stay in bounds. Look at that.
Got a good view of it from where we are.
Absolutely, but Houdini rocketing through at the end, too, and this is a wash, a 4-4 jam. That's strictly hustle on the part of Houdini getting those points.
Definitely, Gretchen. And number 60, that's Nah, is 3 for 4 on those jams, so very effective skating from number 60.
You gotta have a reliable jammer who can get you lead. That's so important in any competition, but in this level of competitions especially. Sarah Seidel now jamming for Canada and pushing at the front for Australia. It's going to be Angel Backstab. Angel Backstab had jammed for profit earlier, but now being called off.
Oh, wow.
It's a forearm penalty, so power jam Canada.
And now lead assessed to Sarah Seidel.
Yeah.
I think that surprised her. She wasn't sure if she had lost that eligibility, but she is in control of this jam right now.
And isn't that the truth? Making it through on the outside of turn 4. That's a 5-point pass. Power jams are, they're just backbreakers anyway in roller derby, but in a 30-minute format, I think their importance intensifies. And now calling off the jam, Sarah Seidel still standing in the penalty box is Angel Backstab. So that means that Canada will get another shot at least a power jam start.
Exactly, because when someone's standing in the penalty box, you have 10 seconds or less left in your penalty. And we'll see if they employ a strategy that we've seen a couple times in the junior level, where you spring back at the start of a power jam, and that's exactly what we'll see right there.
That's right. The theory behind that being that you could create a no-pack situation, which means that the defensive blockers cannot block.
And we saw that imperfect use right there, because it was able to create that no-pack situation, allowing Mac Daddy to get through for lead. And a cut track penalty assessed to a skater. I'm just trying to determine. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a Team Canada skater, the pivot.
Yeah, so Team Canada now with their pivot in the penalty box. Mac Daddy seemingly indefatigable as I don't think seemingly, I think she is indefatigable.
And Big hit down there by Team Australia, number 1375 CD Rascal. Meanwhile, Roach
We have a.
is going to the penalty box
That's right.
on a high block call.
Okay, Australia now passing the star, and this is going to. We're waiting to see the number. Okay, it's CD Rascal with the star in hand. Still on the initial pass, though, Deathnella.
Oh, wow. So that will allow a team, if they know that, to continue going through, feeling a lot more confident. Mac Daddy just stepping out of the way there to get by Team Australia, number 33, Tara McAvoy.
And, boy, Mac Daddy just, what a powerful jammer. What a great game they're having.
But we do have a foul out as well for one of the Team Canada skaters. We'll get to that in just a moment.
Okay. Meanwhile, finally through the pack on an initial pass. It took almost the entire 2 minutes of the jam to occur. Now Mac Daddy nudged inside. The jam expires. And how about that Canadian defense? You gotta give credit where credit is due. They held off the Australian jammer for an entire 2 minutes.
They definitely did, and they did so at a bit of a disadvantage because for the most part, Team Canada spent a lot of time in the penalty box that jam,
Yeah.
Gretchen. And Goldie, number 3, will be leaving the game after this, having her 4 foul outs, although it does look like Coach Vinsanity is going to use the official review, I believe, more as a timeout, which is totally fine. You're allowed to do that.
Sure. Okay, well, yeah, Team Canada, of course. Thing is now, you got 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Team Canada almost doubled up on Australia. Australia 67 and Team Canada 125. However, you look at 5 minutes and 28 seconds and you say, well, that's at least 3 jams, possibly 4.
Yes, and Gretchen, our wonderful producer, Bobby Narco, letting us know that Canada and Australia have had a split even on the number of lead jams.
That's a
9
very
apiece.
interesting statistic because, yeah, and it goes to show you that while lead jam is important, it's certainly only one piece of the puzzle.
Yes, because you can certainly lose lead status, or you can gain it when maybe you didn't think you could. I remember Sarah Seidel on that jam where she was surprised when her jam referee put up the L and did the point there.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, 20. We've seen 20-point jams. We just saw a 20-point jam. If Australia can, dig deep and put up 2 20-point jams here, now they've got some thinking. But we are back to the action.
Yeah, Canada's had 3 20-plus point jams, and that's what really helped them out on the scoring side there.
It certainly is. This is Houdini now jamming for Canada. Rumble B with the star for Australia. Rumble B thought they had a clear line but was taken down by Teja Vu. Now Teja Vu's going to be called off for the contact.
Rip and Roller helping out there as well on the Canadian defense line.
Okay, neither jammer with a lot of success right now as the defense really tightening up. Oh, now we've got movement. It is Houdini, lead jammer, Canada.
Meanwhile, number 60, off to the penalty box on a multiplayer call.
Okay, so still working on the initial pass. Rumblebee does complete it. And the penalty box is a very busy place right now as skaters going there to take their penalty time. Now we have a low block penalty going on Houdini. So this is a power jam in favor of Team Australia.
How quickly things can change, Gretchen. And we do have Teja Vu back on the track, but Rip and Roller, a blocker with the Canada, is now in the box. So
here comes the Australian defense. It is offense.
Yeah.
Stockwell and Tara McAvoy looking to make some room for Rumblebee.
Oh, we have a track cut penalty assessed though to Rip and Roll, or to Teja Vu rather.
Yeah, in the pivot position. So And neither jammer able to stop the action. Now we have a star pass going to Yan Na on the Australian side.
And it was a star pass, but Team Australia was able to collect 4 points before that.
Oh, and Yan Na ripping through the pack for 4 more.
And that was the jam whistle there. Wow,
Holy.
Gretchen, that was a lot that happened.
It certainly was. So 4 points awarded to each team right now. Waiting to see. Okay, 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go. We have at least one more jam, possibly 2, possibly 3. You just really don't know, given the the strategy involved. All right, we got Raina Terror.
Yeah, first
jamming
time out there on
for Canada and quickly establishing lead position.
and the crowd going wild. Raina's twin out in the stands watching her right now.
Red Roach jamming for Australia. As long as Raina Terror can keep clean and stay out of the penalty box, one might think she'd want to keep this jam moving.
Although Red Roach out really quick.
Yeah, Red Roach already with 4 points, and Raina Terror's going to call it off. And 0 additional points for Australia, 3 more for Canada. So it's a 7-4 win on the jam for Team Canada. Very entertaining gameplay right now. And hard fought in the trenches by both teams.
Certainly, and to have a new jammer come out this late in the game, I would say the half, but in the game really speaks volumes as well.
Okay, well, we've got a 4-3 pack advantage favoring Canada. One of the Australian blockers is in the penalty box. Yan Na with the star for Australia. Mac Daddy for Canada. And Mac Daddy, boy, this has been a tour de force performance for her.
She's responsible for many of those 20-plus jams that Canada got to create that point differential, even though there was quite a split on the number of leads attained by each team.
Yeah, jammer stop accomplished by Stockwell there, but this time Mac Daddy able to get through, just squeezing by on the inside. And yeah, Na is going to have to struggle to stay in bounds and can't quite do it.
That's
pivot.
Bloody L, yeah.
Yeah, Bloody L for Canada, really doing the job effectively, just getting enough influence on Na's forward progress to knock them out of bounds.
Team Canada will be the first to tell you that their whole strength is in that tripod. We've seen some phenomenal dual and solo blocking, especially out of a lot of the Team USA skaters.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Okay, 4 more for Team Canada. 32 seconds to go in the game. It would appear Team Canada will prevail in this one. A 9-point jam in favor of Team Canada. And
coming up next on twitch.tv/WFTDA, more 2018 JRDA World Cup action. It's Team USA West against Team Great Britain.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to that one. We've got Raina Terror jamming again for Team Canada against Rumblebee for Australia. Rumblebee looking outside, but Kryptonite is there. Rumblebee re-establishes position inside, though, and picks up lead jammer.
And that was a tremendous effort there by her blockers, opening that inside line, Gretchen, and allowing that quick hit through on turn 1.
Okay, Rumblebee puts up a quick 4. Raina Terror is through the pack. Raina Terror going airborne for a 4-point pass. Rumblebee gonna run this jam. The period clock has expired. Now Rumblebee exited off the track, and calling off the jam.
The Australia fans over there on turn 4 going crazy, because what a way to end that game, to leave on a high note.
That's right. You want to end on a positive, because these teams are going to be playing again. We are just past the halfway point in Round Robin Monday here at the 2018 JRDA Junior World Cup. I'm Gretchen Little, and I'm here with Death Nella.
And we'll just catch you up to speed once again. We will have Team USA West going up against Team Great Britain coming up in just a matter of minutes, really. Gretchen, we're seeing such great play. What are you taking away right now as we reach we're past the halfway point now?
Well, we're taking away just enjoyment, actually. I mean, I think this World Cup is about more than simply who's going to win. I think it's about growing the sport. It's about having these talented athletes from other countries coming here, learning a little bit about what essentially, we saw at the JRDA Championships over the weekend, has been a West Coast phenomenon until recently. And I mean a North America West Coast phenomenon. That is high-level junior derby. Now, we have high-level junior derby being played all over the world, and this is just kind of a cross-pollination. All of these skaters are going to leave here better than they came, and that's really my takeaway.
Well, thank you so much, Gretchen, and that is such a great way to end this call. I'm Death Nella here with Gretchen Little, and we will be right back with more 2018 JRDA World Cup action coming right up.